couldn't find you. What's going on?
Well, it's Friday.
It's Friday at last. Yeah. And hopefully the pollen gets knocked down here because it's like killing me.
Yeah, you got something going on.
Yeah, the weather has
The weather's warmed up there, right?
Yeah, it's warmed up, so all the trees are like popping and the pollen's everywhere. But it just rained today, so maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it'll knock some of it out of the air. But a couple of things we wanted to talk about. So first of all, the Tesla Spring Update, you got it on your Hardware 3 car. And we saw a post from Sawyer Merritt that on the Hardware 3 cars, you're still going to get the new cameras. So you get the pillar cameras and the new view in your app, right? And we were just checking that out.
Yeah, but I don't... Yeah, like I said, I didn't see really any change in my live camera or my video.
Okay.
Oh, wait. That's not true.
Yeah, you get those two more
views
now.
That is not true. Oh, yeah. I do see it.
So it's only for people that have the AMD processor. So yours does have it. So you got like a newer refresh that I had, right? So you got like the lithium low voltage battery, and you got the AMD processor. So yours has that, but the people that have the older Model 3s with the Intel processor won't have those extra cameras, I guess.
Yeah, cool.
And you'll also notice,
so I didn't see that before.
You'll also notice with your backup camera that it's like a wider field of view now. So I noticed in mine that I can see like my license plate now when I back up. See, check that out when...
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
When you get in there.
See, that's the one thing I do like about the Teslas, these upgrades, just gives the car a refresh, right? Like,
yeah.
There's always something kind of new to kind of check out. Some of the stuff's not like that great, or it's not, you don't use it a lot, but it's still cool to get.
It's nice to have. The wider camera view is cool because I guess it's giving you more of your like rear camera blind spot detection too, like your rear cross traffic detection. It's giving you more of that also, and they're doing this to combat people that are trying to scratch Teslas or whatever, ding the doors,
Yeah.
So now your Sentry mode will have 2 more cameras and wider fields of view, so you'll see everything that's going on. But that's cool that they rolled it out to the older vehicles also. And I know like Rivian's kind of doing the same. Like there's a version 2 or generation 2 Rivian R1s out now, and they have a lot more processing power, but other than that, they're pretty much the same. They look exactly the same. And they're rolling out the updates to like their generation 2 first now.
Yeah.
And then they're adding back in most of the features in the generation 1. But yeah, it always feels like you're like, oh, I have the old version. It's like having the old iPhone. Like they're not going to give you some stuff, right?
Yeah.
But
it's a bummer.
I'd say Tesla's pretty good about it though, because they've basically gone back and on the older vehicles eventually put those features in. Like you got that cool animation when you park, right? Remember that? Where you can like scroll the big vehicle. Remember before that it was just like a little picture.
Oh yeah.
It was
just
like
a little bit ago.
It was a while ago. But I remember you got it, and then I didn't get it because I had the Intel CPU.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's why I had to get a new car. I had to
well,
upgrade.
now you're probably going to get a bunch of stuff I won't be able to access. So.
Maybe, but I think Tesla's been pretty good about it. I mean, there was a few things, like the automatic trunk opening on the Highland, right?
Yeah.
So that's a nice thing.
I don't get that.
You don't get that. So
yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I need that too.
And then there's another thing. There's basically a cabin presence sensor on the new Model Y, the Model 3, and the Cybertruck. Okay, that they just activated on the Model Y so far, and it's a mmWave sensor, which I have one here that I'm going to talk about in a second. But So basically, the one that's in the Model Y active right now, it'll tell how many people are in the car. It'll know if there's like kids in the back seat.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
know if people are alive. It can like detect heartbeats. It can detect pets. So it'll know like what seat they're in, what they're doing in the car, and if they're like incapacitated or something, they're like slumped over. It can tell the difference. So this company, LinknLink, sent me this mmWave. It's 60 gigahertz, operating in 60 gigahertz
Yeah.
spectrum. This sensor, and I have it on my wall right here. And I'll put up a little picture of it, what it can do. But it can.
You know what was interesting? I was approached at one of these trade shows, somewhat similar to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And they basically can turn your access point into like a security system, and it can detect like, movement or people, and
Yeah.
and alarm you if something's happening like within your house that you're not aware of, or you're sleeping upstairs. So kind of similar to what
I
you're
remember
saying
that.
too.
I remember that. But I bet we see that they put these sensors in access points now, because they're so cheap.
Yeah.
And
How much was that again?
this is like $40, but I'm sure the sensor's even cheaper.
Yeah.
That you could probably get it down even more. But the difference between this is, you've had regular motion sensors for a while.
Yeah.
And, you'll come into the area, the motion sensor will go off, right? And you could turn a light on or something, right? But the difference with this is I could be sitting here and not even moving, and it's still sensing my presence.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I have an automation connected to my desk light here. So when I come in to the area, it turns the desk light on, and it stays on until I leave. Now I could just be standing still, and keep the light on. And the other thing it will do is it has detection areas. So I have one area set up at my desk, one at the door, and one on the couch, and it will know if someone's moving into those areas. So if someone's standing at the door, it'll say, I have it set to say motion detected at door, just to check it out. So these are really powerful on what they can do.
Now, is that something that they sent that to you? Are you gonna install more, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, they sent me 2 different models. I already did a review. They just wanted me to do a review and give them feedback on the product. But this is pretty amazing. That, just because it's not just a motion detector, it's a presence sensor now, and you can set up different zones. So if you put one of these in a room, you could set up multiple automations. If someone goes near the door, do this, right? Like,
so how does it communicate back to you for like an alert or whatever?
So I have it set up in Home Assistant, which is like my home automation platform, but it also works in Amazon Echo and Google Home. So whatever platform that you have, you can use this with. So if you have an Echo at home, you can set up an automation that if someone goes near the back door, like at 8 o'clock at night or something, then send an alert to you.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
How is it communicating to the Echo then?
It's got a device driver, for the Echo. They call it, it's basically like an integration for Echo.
Yeah, but no, what's the communication?
Oh, it's Wi-Fi, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's what I was trying to get to.
So when you set this up, there's an app, linked. It's called LinknLink. It's called, and there's an app. And first of all, you configure it with Bluetooth, so it detects it with Bluetooth, and then you set it up with your Wi-Fi, connects to the Wi-Fi. It's just a tiny little thing, connects to like a USB port for power, and then you can add it to your Echo through the integration. So you can have one of these.
Is that operate on like power? Or is it just plug into the wall?
Yeah,
it's battery.
This is a USB plug that you can plug into the wall. I have like a USB hub down here. I plugged it into.
Oh, okay.
Just like a phone charger, right?
Yep.
So it's super tiny, and it has a little mounting bracket. It can stick to the wall. So I can see a lot of people wanting to use these now. It's way better than a motion sensor, and I can see these.
I'm gonna check it out. Actually, I might buy some.
Yeah, I would get. You have an Echo in your house?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, try it out that
We have
way.
an echo and a dot, and
And I think you can create some really cool automations, like security wise or whatever. You know what I mean? If someone's
yeah,
downstairs at 12 o'clock at night after you're in bed, maybe send a push notification or something, you know?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'll put a link to these below. It's my video, so the review, of course, because I have my Amazon affiliate link if anybody wants to buy.
I'll try. I'll try to use it.
All right, we'll check it out. But so that's what I want to talk about. That 60 gigahertz millimeter wave technology. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
And it kind of pulls it all together for me because I saw Tesla enabled it, but I've never seen any of these sensors. They're just coming out now. So the other thing we want to talk about today is the AI cameras. So they just we just got the pricing, right? So I'll put that up. The MSRP pricing, I have them on the website up for pre-order. But the first two cameras, you want to say anything about those?
The first two cameras.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to mention the pricing? I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, for sure. So I just put up a screenshot. But let's look at it closer. So yeah, the MSRP of the Bullet is $279, and the Dome is $299. So the Dome's a little more substantial, right? Do they both have the same memory on board? 256 gig
Yeah, they
storage. Do. Yeah, okay, so they both have
So
256.
so that's about 20 days. It depends on the scenario.
Yeah.
If you bear with me, I can tell you kind of like the
People
different
have already
scenarios.
asked. People have already asked how long will that storage last?
Yeah, it depends on. It's about 20. It's about 20 days.
20
in
days.
most cases. Yeah.
And it's uploading the metadata to the cloud all the time. So even I assume that you would still have the JPEG clips, images left even after that storage expires, or is that not true? Does it pull everything from the camera?
You mean the metadata part?
Yeah.
Is that what
Well,
you're saying?
so in the cloud, when you add the camera and it's recording, if it detects an event, you'll see like a clip, thumbnail of it in the cloud.
Yeah, you'll yes, that's correct. What it will do is, well, it's learning from all that imagery, right?
Yeah.
The AI part of that, but all the footage is still like on the camera.
It's on the camera. So when you click on that image, it pulls it from the camera, and then you can actually send a link to anyone. You can, you have to share it, and then you can send a link to someone, the full resolution, right, of that camera feed.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
And that works great. That's really easy to share.
So yeah, just give you a scenario. So say you're searching for somebody, somebody broke into your building,
Mm-hmm.
Or like there was like maybe a fight or something like that.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, "Oh yeah, it was a guy was wearing a black Nike sweatshirt, for example." You can look for guy with black Nike t-shirt or sweatshirt, and it will go through all the footage, and it's using that metadata that it's learned from the cloud and finding that imagery, and it's going to find that person across all the cameras within the building. So you can identify where that person came in, where they were within the building, and actually find the actual footage. And when you do the search within cloud, it will give you that clip, and the clip that you want to use or send to somebody, it will give you that link that you can send to somebody.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So you have that ability to do that.
And so I mean, you can download the footage off the camera, obviously, before that 30 days or the storage runs out.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, yeah.
And it's just going to overwrite the oldest footage. It's not like gonna fill up or anything like that. So, and then there will be a cloud subscription available for Pro to like store video in the cloud, right? At some point.
Yeah, but not to our cloud. It will give you options for other.
Okay.
other cloud, like Google Cloud or something like
Oh,
that.
nice. So if you have a whatever cloud account you're using, you can use that for additional storage.
Yeah, you'll be able to. I think the options will be Google Drive or OneDrive.
Okay.
Would be the options. I think that's going to be around Q4. Prior to that, we'll have an ingenious video solution device that you'll be able to record on.
Okay.
So that's I want to say that's Q3. Let me see. I'm trying to search on availability. Yeah, Q3 time frame for. There's two variations: the tower deployment and a mountable, like a 1U rack.
Okay.
Mount option.
Nice.
And that will have like RAID protection and multiple things.
Okay.
So 4 drives. So you'll have a couple different options. So initially, when it launches, it will be storage on the camera. You'll be able to access that through the cloud. As long as you have a cloud account, you have a camera, it's registered to your account. That's how you view the video. The video, the footage is, and when it's in transmission, it's secure because it's going through the cloud two-factor authentication process, and it's only users that have access to your cloud account that can see it. And the link that you were just talking about, that's a temporary link.
Yeah.
You can send it can expire in so many days or whatever time frame. So you do have that capability as well.
Okay. So that's pretty awesome. And I did it to show to a customer, and like he was able to see the video right away. And it works really seamlessly and super good quality.
Yeah. So we do have a lot of interest.
Yeah.
Since launch, we launched it a couple weeks ago. So I'm already talking to people about just different environments to be able to install.
Yep.
Into. So just really quick. So recording days, it's 24/7 recording up to 20 days for 256, right? And then the other series, the ECC 500, is 30 days.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of 24/7 recording.
Yeah.
And that's quite a bit of storage, 256 gig. I mean, so I think that's going to be enough for most people. But there's going to be other solutions too. And we have the MSRPs now, so people basically can think about their needs, right?
Yeah, and there will be. If you're familiar with cloud, it's a freemium, right? So you can have cloud and run all your networking gear for 100% free with the cameras. There is an option for, and we call that basic, right? You get essential usage, and there will be an option for the cameras, and you have visibility into the cameras per month. I think it's, I would have to check the numbers, but we will have that option. There will be a camera license. That will be, I think it's $99 per, this is MSRP, $99 per camera per year.
Okay.
And we'll have 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 7 year.
Okay.
So yeah, that gives you full access to the footage, searching, and a number of different things. Now, if you want to include like the AI side of it, then there will be tokens that you will use, and that's basically used on demand. So I will have a webinar around kind of the licensing and the AI tokens, I believe later this month, or potentially June.
All right, yeah, we definitely have to get on that. That's the one piece that we're waiting for. But the cameras, they're going to be shipping maybe next month. So we're taking pre-orders now. Anyone that wants to let me know, we'll get you in line for them. All right, Brian, anything else today?
No, I think that's it.